me to go? After y'all done call me groupie, this, that, and whatever. Groupie for what? Y'all ever see me go crazy about what somebody has? Ever? Never. I was never like that, and I never will be. Because things are like material things don't move me at all. Every time you see me talk, when I talk about friendships, family, and relationships, like you always hear me talk and like building, you always hear me talk. You always hear me talk about like the emotional abundance that you get from those things. Not about what somebody has. I know what groupie means. I ain't no damn groupie. I know I'm powerful. Hello. So none of those things are gonna move me. Yeah, you're a person just like every fucking body else. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna tell me I can talk to them this or this way because they are that, they have this and that. You're mad? So treat you like God. That's what you're asking me to do? I treated somebody like God before. And it made me lost my actual connection to him. Couldn't hear him anymore, couldn't feel my intuition, nothing. You crazy? I'm not worshiping nobody that walks this earth with me. I'm not gonna do that. Anymore. Well, I have to be real, I have to take accountability because you know what's crazy? Anytime I talk to, like, when I've met so many real women out here, when I tell you, anytime I talk to them, they're like, you did that, you allowed that, no, you made that, you. Like, they're literally forcing me to look into myself and to be like, wait a minute, I actually allowed everything that happened to me. And yeah, it was, you can always come up with, yeah, it was because of like the psychological abuse, but I still allowed it to happen. Like, I gotta look at myself. Like, where was I at mentally to even be so vulnerable to fall victim to that? You know what I mean? So I'm not adding nobody. I already said it. Jesus Christ. Not add nobody. I don't have the energy for that right now. And you know, when I add people, yeah, this is therapy for everybody. And I really hope that, like, even when I come on here and I crash out and everybody's like, it's Loving Media, like, somebody is watching this and be like, listen up, let me learn from this girl's mistakes. You know what I mean? No, I'm not adding nobody. Stop sending requests. Stop telling me to add anybody because you already know, like, when I add somebody, I want to talk to that person. I want to be friendly. I don't like to treat people bad because coming up in somebody's box like that, at least to me, like, it's a nerve-wracking thing. You can't just come up in somebody's box, and some people are like that though. They come up and they just talk and they don't care and they go. But I feel like it's a vulnerable thing to come up in somebody's box and come talk something, and you want that person to be nice and respectful towards you. And if I feel like I don't have it to be nice and respectful, then I rather just avoid people because I don't want to take my frustration out on nobody. And when I'm at a point where I feel so ignorant, I don't want to listen to nothing, I just avoid everybody because I hate when people take their anger out on me. So I'm not doing that to nobody else. You understand? So that's the reason why I'm not adding anybody. And please understand. And now you're going to get a mute because you're not listening. And you're getting on my nerves. And you're still not going to get no add. Grand Rising, Ree. Because I already explained the reason why I'm not adding you. It does not, like, yeah, you're still going on. It's enough. It's enough. Yeah, I'm moody, of course. No sleep. Not knowing what the fuck's going on. What kind of insect is this now? Thank you, Ree, for your heart, me. Anyways, it's too early to be listening to take up all of them energy there. I wanna sit in my own sorrow for a second. Kiki is asleep. And listen, I slept on the couch because in my head I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep for a little bit until everybody comes back. Nobody no come back. Why did I wake up and I'm still in that same freaking position on the damn couch? And nobody no come back. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody keeps asking me, and that's the thing, right? The moment that you attach yourself to another person on the internet, people not gonna forget. They're gonna keep asking about that person, no matter what you do. Even if you're trying to be like, yo, we got our own fucking lives, and he live in his. Y'all see that? So why do you keep asking me where somebody is? This person is how they have always been. They've never been somebody that you know you can find them 8 o'clock at this place. No. So why the hell y'all trying to make me answer for everywhere he is and everywhere he does now? Everything he does. That's ridiculous. Love you, but you need to wise up. But who's saying I'm not wising up though? Because let me tell you something, my brain is not on autopilot anymore. I'm using it actively. So you don't know what I'm thinking. You may not agree with my decisions, but I know why I'm doing what I do. And I spoke to the people that actually, know me, and I know love and care for me. And from they understand where I'm coming from, I have no more explaining to do. Thank you, sweets. One sweet. I have no more explaining to do. I just saw it go. Yeah, and when I tell you that my mind is so strong, because, when you only have that left, you have literally nothing else. You have nobody you can call, nobody you can talk to. Sometimes you don't talk to nobody, you don't know nothing, and all you have is your mind. My mind is very, very strong. I feel like I can survive anywhere. I tapped into my superpower right now. My mind is very strong because I fought to keep my mind sane. I fought to not lose that. It was the only thing I had to hold on to. And every single day when I felt like I was going to lose my shit, I was like, hell the fuck no. No. Like, I was literally like, no to myself. Like, you're going to keep this shit together right now. And you're not going to lose your mind, because when the time comes, you're going to have to be able to operate quick, fast. Like, you cannot be like, my mind is strong. When I tell you, the way that I used to work, right? I was always actively using my brain with everything I did. And at one point, it was like I couldn't think or do anything for myself anymore. So it was like I lost so many things. Even simple things. Like, how much not having a phone made me get better at maths? Like, I ain't using my calculator for shit anymore. This is so fucking random, but real talk. When I actually had to be like, wait a minute, I'm at the grocery store now, and this is what I got, and I cannot buy, like, normally I will calculate how much everything is and I will count up, because I love to budget, okay? I'm Dutch. We cheap over here. I love to fucking budget, and I don't like to make unnecessary purchases, right? That's the reason why y'all keep cussing me about old clothes, old this, old that. I'm in a business, okay? I care about child labor and shit like that. Anyways, I'm at the grocery store, and I actually have to think, like, wait a minute, I don't have my calculator. Like, I need to know how much this shit gonna cost. Or you're trying to calculate something, and you cannot even come up with what 1 + 5 is, because you're so used to having your phone and relying on that the whole time. My mind got stronger in every single way. I'm not from Curacao. I'm from Suriname. My mind got stronger in every single way. So, no, just, I know what I'm doing. You don't have to understand. Just watch. I just said what my ethnicity is. like 5 seconds before you asked. Paramaribo, Paramaribo, oh oh. Paramaribo, Paramaribo, oh oh. That's where I'm from. So right now, I'm just sitting. I love the early morning because in the early morning, everything is slow. So my brain is calm and I can just think. And I don't want to rush no decision because I don't know what's best for me yet. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just go for what obviously looks best. No, I want to go for what looks best, but what feels best is very important to me right now. I'm working with what I feel because I've abandoned my own feelings for a very long time. So I'm all about feel. And I feel like when you trust your gut, that feeling, you're walking the right path. You know what I mean? Even if it won't make sense in that moment, it will come out and something will be like, yeah. You know what I mean? So that me I work with. Hello, where are my moderators? Why the hell am I muting everybody myself? Boy. This is my fucking page. You know what I mean? And y'all see that I don't try to highlight, or I don't try to make it about other people because I know how the internet works already. You know what I mean? Like if a little genuine moment gets catched, then that's fine. But I'm not clicking on my thing. Yeah, just mute them. If it's a fake page, just mute them. Because there's no point in blocking 1,000 fake pages. If it's somebody real page and they did something that's really not, then you're blocked. Guys, the real page that burns people. Nobody cares about their fake page being blocked. So. I know I'm mature. I'm very, very mature. And realizing that from being told that I'm childish every 5 seconds because I'm trying to communicate. Or I'm trying to explain how something makes me feel, or like I want to talk about how I feel and not always make it about somebody else, and not always try to talk about your situation. Like, you know what people do sometimes? When you try to tell them how you feel and you're trying to like call them out on something, they always try to be like, oh, but last week you did that. Yo, I hate that shit. Just take the accountability now, and tomorrow come cuss me for what I did, because it's not your moment. And people like that, like, I'm sorry, but something is off about y'all. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Because if somebody comes to me and they're like, listen up, I don't like that you were in the store and you only got something for yourself. It really made me feel away. Like, why wouldn't you think of me? Like, that's a very valid point. You know what I mean? And I can be like, okay, but the first stop we made, you went and you got something for yourself too. So I can say that, but I'm trying to validate your feelings, even though it reminds me of something you did too. It's not the time. And if every conversation that you have with somebody is constantly like that shit gets draining, because it makes you want to stop talk, because you're like, anytime I talk, they're gonna come bring up something too. Like, there's no point, So, but this time, I'm not gonna stop talking. I'm not gonna hold my mouth. Have to agree now. Like, yeah, like, it's so fucking annoying when people are like that. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm talking about what I'm going through right now, and I have to get like really, really hard. And what do you guys call it in Jamaica? Like, dark. I have to get dark and be like, hello, I know your time now. I'm talking about how this made me feel, and somebody that's mature understands how that goes. Like, no. A time now. You know what my thing is? And like, it's a quality that I always loved about myself, but that I am going to change. I don't care. I always take people for how they are, because I love when people are authentically themselves. And I've always had an attraction to people that were just authentically themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they honestly didn't care and they were just living life. I've always had an attraction to people like that because that's how I've always wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, what if if I actually did not give a fuck? Like, how nice it would be. So I don't have secondhand embarrassment and all the kind of foolishness, because I think that people just need to be and, do what they want to do and be how they are. But I'm going to change that. I'm going to change it, because that's how excuses come in. You know what they mean? That's just how they are. They are immature. They are this. They are that. That's how the excuses start to come in. Like, when you just desperately try to accept people for how they are and not let them take no accountability, and you're constantly being the bigger person or the mature one, constantly changing yourself to be able to deal with all these kinds of different people that you just let do whatever they want to do. It doesn't benefit in no way. I'm feeling everything you say. Who feels it knows it. Exactly. And I know that because at the end of the day, right, I got 1,000 some people here, but on a regular day, ain't that much. But the people that stick around, I know they know. I know they know. You know what I mean? I'm spitting facts right now. I'm spitting facts right now. And last night, I don't even know what happened last night. I don't know what it means, but somebody came out last night and showed me some support, some love. And I don't know if you guys want to lie, but that really, it was like I went to sleep and I woke up and I was a different fucking person. Y'all can see I got 50 personalities now. Me no business. My adrenaline is too high for me to sleep right now. I cannot fall asleep. I'm just going to wait until I get tired and then just sleep it off, because I cannot force myself to lay down now. Somebody came here, and somebody that that was literally the only person on this planet Earth that I cared about convincing about my story. And I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means, because it's somebody that I can't really, sometimes you just look at people and like where they fit in, and like you've met people like that before, and it's somebody that I don't know where to put them at. You know what I mean? I don't understand them, but I feel like it's a positive thing, and it was a genuine thing, and I appreciate it. And I feel like my battle is over, child. My battle, no, because this person was very important. This person was extremely important to me to know the truth. And from them come out last night and they show support like that, I couldn't even take a screenshot, no, because I was just shocked. Like, my battle is over. My battle is over. I then already had put the fight in God's hands already. All right? And people keep trying to send me things and convince me that, oh, you see karma? No. The tears I cried and the suffering I've been through, you think that is karma? That's not nothing yet. The storm has just begun. There's a hurricane coming. Good morning, Chevy. But then again, I'm not going to say that, because whatever God decides is the right punishment, or maybe even no punishment at all, I work with what God is saying. If God says, you know what, I'm just going to let this slide, this is a learning lesson, everything continues same way, whatever you decide, Lord. I have put my fight on, I have put my stress and my sadness and everything over there. I'm in a business what happens after. So y'all don't have to send me none of that stuff. I don't know what it is. Like, y'all just think I'm gonna have fun and like think it's funny, or no. Of course not. Of course not, because I can for the first time in my life, right, I can say I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Normally, like, Oh, you mean like something bad happened to me and I don't wish on my worst? You crazy? My worst enemy can get that shit. Take it. This is the first fucking time in my life I'm like, no man, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Never. So none of those things, like you can't send it. It not going on for me. It like, you know what I mean? Because I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Growth. Been there. Growth. Love it. Love it. Yeah, man. Yo, and it's crazy because people are like, how can you move on so fast? How can you move on something so fast? People don't understand, right? It's not about the moment that you physically leave. It's about when you're starting to detach. It's about when you're starting to detach. Because when you start to detach, after you physically leave, no matter. I can be good the next day, bitch, because you don't know that I've been healing for months. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a part of people don't understand, and it makes me feel like, who the hell am I dealing with on this fucking internet? You know what I mean? Y'all really don't get it? Who the hell am I dealing with on this internet? There must be some smart ass fucking people in here. Leaving is the last step. Women leave mentally before they leave physically, and that's what I keep saying. Like, when I tell you the last 2 weeks, boy, I was talking to myself in the mirror every fucking day. Every day. Leaving was the last step. Can you go to the Netherlands without going through USA? Yeah, but you're gonna have to fly from Montego Bay. If you fly from Montego Bay, then you have a straight flight to Amsterdam. If you're gonna fly to Kingston, then you're gonna have to have like a, what's it called, layover or what? So you're gonna have a stop in either England or anywhere in America. Like I've stopped in Atlanta, New York. We're one other place, I think. If you're gonna go to Kingston, because there are no direct flights from Amsterdam to Kingston. So honestly, I would advise you to go stop in Atlanta, because in the UK, I can't deal with the rudeness over there, chill. And I don't want to be fucked up, but I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up, like, the freaking people at the airport in the UK are horrible. I mean, no business if I'm not welcome anymore in the UK or what. You guys are rude. Like, when I come in Amsterdam, right, and I know it's my country and yada yada yada, but when you land in Amsterdam, you are being treated nicely. You're not being treated like you're a criminal. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is just kiki smiling. It's not true. No, I've never had one good experience in the UK airport. I don't want to hear nothing. You know how fuck up they were when I was with my child? And I had, like, because I had a long way back with him, I had 2 layovers with him, which was horrible for a baby. You know what I mean? And this man was just horrible. And I was like, oh, I do him. And I didn't even have an attitude. Like, I just spoke up for myself. Like, what is actually the problem? Because you're being rude right now. And he was like, if you say one more thing back, I'm just going to put you to the side and you can just wait and you can miss your flight. This man just told me that straight up. I said, you see, I have a baby with me. We had 2 layovers already. Like, we've been traveling for like almost 17 hours. And this is how you act. I was ready to flip the damn table, but I had to calm myself down, because I was like, I cannot be taken away, because these people don't give a fuck about traumatizing little black kids. You know what I mean? They will have my child laying for their crying, taking me away, and I ain't doing that to my black son. You crazy? Someone is saying Amsterdam airport just as bad. No. But then again, and I try to think of it like this, right? I'm used to Dutch people's attitudes, so maybe it's not as bad for me. But if you're from somewhere else, just like how I think the UK is bad, you know, you may think Amsterdam is bad. But that's the part of me, again, that always needs to fucking look at the other side. There is no other side sometimes. Sometimes what I say is just the truth. And I need to stop looking for reasons and excuses. I hate that I'm this way. Honestly. And I don't know about Miami airport. New York was just as bad as the UK. Straight up. And Atlanta is the one that I had the most calm experiences with. Like, literally, walk through. Everybody just look like they chilling at the job. Like, I don't want to expose or nothing. Like, everybody look like they chilling on the job. And it's just a vibe going through that airport. Like, it's just no drama. Somebody tell me, am I tripping about Atlanta? Because it's just like everybody just chilling on the job, honestly. Me, I tell myself this all the time. That's accountability. And I'm really, oh shit, who did I invite? I didn't want to invite nobody. I want to take accountability for my actions. I don't want to blame nobody anymore about nothing. I just me. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at the part that I played into it, and I'm growing from it by making better decisions, not just by talking. And I'm also realizing at the same time there's better decisions, or what are better decisions in my eyes, not in the world, not in my family, nothing. Good morning, Smiley. Thank you. So what I was saying, back to the light conversation. Atlanta Airport is a vibe, honestly. What is somebody saying? I feel like I must say that flying with a Dutch airline company, I'm gonna like it. That's what I'm gonna have to criticize my Dutch people for. TUI. Yeah, the airport is huge, but you can find your way so quickly. Like, it's so easy to move around in that airport. TUI. That's what I'm saying, bud. That's what I'm saying. We're not doing that, but I have control over that too. It's not just his decision. I choose to not do that because I don't want to be. I want my shit to be about me, just like everybody else deserves. You know what I mean? That's not selfish, and I have to tell myself that because I don't like to be selfish when you have to be sometimes. I don't even know what I was talking about. TUI. Yeah, at your time now. I have to drag y'all, and I hope that this gets to you guys because honestly, your what do you call that? What's the Dutch word? Stewardess. What is stewardess in English? Stewardess, flight attendant. They're rude as fuck. All of them. I'm sorry. Like, when you ask one of them something, you feel like you're some lower class citizen speaking to a godly figure, and you're almost scared. It shouldn't be like that. Y'all can come for me now because my bag is very broad and big, and that's no lie. My bag is actually big, no joke. Stewardesses and flight attendants are both English words. Oh, really? Okay, because we say stewardess in Dutch, but I didn't know that you guys use stewardess in English too. So I learned something. But I feel like flight attendant, it moves more smoothly in like a day-to-day conversation. Like, I wouldn't say like, oh, my stewardess was very rude. I would say my flight attendant. You know what I mean? But maybe that's just me. Flight attendant just move more smoothly. They were rude. When I tell you I've been in Jamaica for how long now? When I stepped on that TUI flight, that's the first time I saw racism happen in front of my eyes. And we didn't even leave Jamaica yet. We were still on the freaking land. And I saw racism go down already. And I'm like, man, the injustice that I felt in my heart, I was like, man, this is a feeling that I get why people that grow up in countries that are, and they experience racism, I get why they want to move to majority black countries. And trust me, the moment that you make the move, it's like you forget what racism is. It's like, man, this is so nice. Like, you forget about racism at all. And then when I got on that flight, I saw it again. And I was like, man, I literally forgot this feeling. I forgot what this feeling was like. Good morning. I never knew they call steward. Steward is like the male. Steward is a male version, right? And then stewardess is the women, the woman. I mean, no. Some words are the same in English as they are in Dutch. Some words are spelled the same, like September. You fools. September, April, December, November. Some words are spelled the same. And then you have some that are different. Smarty pants. You thought you ate, huh? You thought you ate. But you didn't. You really thought you ate coming to about me about October and September. You mad? You thought you ate, but you didn't. And I'm just looking at you thinking that you're a fucking fool. Honestly. It's like how you look at me and think I'm one. Hi. Can't wait to hear about the boat though. You wanna know how the boat was? Somebody come give me the recap. Cause that's one thing about me, I don't have to be everywhere, but if you come home and you don't tell me how it was, I'm pissed. Like that will make me pissed off on you for days, because how the hell you're not telling me how it was? And you know what I mean? Because I didn't go. I want to experience through you. You gotta tell me how it was on the boat. No, am I the only one? Like I will not go, but if you come home and you don't tell me how it was, I will be mad. So that's just me. Guys, look at my hair. When did I do my hair? A week ago? Look, yeah. Ain't no saving this. It's so frizzy and I can't even do nothing because I don't have any new growth yet. So I have to just be like this now. And that's gonna be so that's gonna bother so many people. It's gonna bother so many people that my hair is gonna just be like this and I can't do shit about it.
Good morning.
Good morning, baby. You good?
Yeah.
How going? You're not really somebody that come up in a box like this. So what's going on?
Because I did send a request yesterday too. But
Really?
yeah. But
Oh, you didn't go?
you did look busy, so I did just go bed. Yeah, alright?
I'm okay. I'm just looking at how life is playing out and giving away control.
Oh, so good morning, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, continue. My dad tell everybody good morning. My dad just come up in the box and said nothing.
Alright. You good?
Yeah. Remember that I'm home.
Oh, you
So,
but I'm so you're sick.
huh?
You're sick, right?
No, I'm not.
You're not sick?
No.
So what you told me last time?
Remember that is a different type of sick.
Yeah, but sick is sick.
When
Let me
me say sick, coughing and hoarse up, and that's what I consider that sick.
Alright.
But,
I'm gonna call you. We have to talk to me.
yeah, definitely. Cause we need to know what we are doing.
Yeah.
I should still get the stuff.
Good stuff.
Alright, talk.
Hair
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I will call you when I come off.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Later. Hey, me, it's so early. So early what? Cussings? So early cussings. Good morning. I'm literally on the floor with a blanket right now. Every time I see your face, I must blush. Really? I'm convinced some of these men have low self-esteem too, you know. Because why the hell would you try to flirt with me after you see what go down? Even if you want to be like, I don't think Ashley's mad. I think she this and that. Why the hell would you want to pick me up right after this mess? There's like that means that you have low self-esteem too. Stop it, naman. He's like, you throw shade at me. Ay. Just speaking my mind, not flirting. Okay. So you told me every time you see me, I make you blush. Is that not flirting? Is that not flirting, guys? Is that not flirting? I'm talking about these men on the internet because they only see that side. That's what I'm talking about. You're all saying no, someone is saying yes. If I come up to somebody that I don't know from nowhere and I tell them like, every time I see you, you just make me blush. I'm trying to see what's up. Like, I'm trying to see what's up. I am not trying to be like, I'm just speaking my mind. I just had to come to you and move along. Like, you know, some men do that. They will come to you and they will just give you a compliment. And they just wanted to get it off their mind, like make you feel okay. And then just move on. But I feel like this is a very specific thing to consider me. Yes, Miss Flowers. Yes, what kind of accent do I sound like, Chris? That's just my humble opinion. Jesus, I get so dry as fuck. I just do my little hand swoop thingy. I get so dry. My skin is dry. My head dry. Every freaking thing dried up. Sahara. You're still glowing. Thank you. Yeah, look how early I'm up, but you're up early too. So it's the same thing. Maybe you're going to work or something. For sure. Very much so, the grim. So I just saw it go. Sometimes you have to go to a dry period in life. It is, and I know that. Why are you on the floor? Let me tell you something about me and the damn floor. I don't know what it is, but I like to sit on the floor, on the ground, or anywhere. It just makes me feel grounded. I don't know. I like to sit on the floor. Same. Somebody else has the same thing. It just makes me feel grounded. It makes me can just think better. Like, I don't know. Because I'm not sitting on no earth or anything, so I'm not literally connected with nature, but I just feel better being on the floor than being on a chair or, you know, somewhere like that. Yeah, and like there's a little nice porch over here, and I should have gotten my blanket and sat right over there. Honestly. The floor is so nice. I lay on it too. Yeah, I lay on the floor all the time. I just take my little pillow and I just lay down and I just, you know, I don't know what it is. Like, somebody needs to tell me, like, where that comes from. Like, there must be some sort of psychological explanation behind it. It's cold. It's not cold now. No, like, I'm not, like, my shoulders are still out. So if I was going to be cold, I was going to cover my top. But it is a bit chilly. Like, you can sit under a thick blanket and not sweat, you know? Yeah, it's very quiet and peaceful here. And nobody complaining about nothing, you know, because, you know, I like to listen to my loud music. People have been walking in and out. Like nobody's been staying. People have been walking in and out, chilling, and no complaints. Everybody just minds their business, and I love that. So I love that for me. Let me tell you this, right? So you know that first Airbnb I went to in Kingston, right? I was supposed to stay there until Sunday, but the Airbnb woman texted me Friday night, and she said, no, was it Friday night? Maybe I'm getting my dates mixed up. No, it was Friday night. And she was like, hey, I've gotten a noise complaint. I would like you to leave tomorrow morning. Oh no, wait a minute. Was it Sunday? Was it Saturday? No, it was Saturday. It was Saturday night. No, I'm getting my days mixed up. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday and if I had to leave Sunday or Monday, because I think I left on Sunday. And I thought I was going to stay until Monday. I'm not sure. But anyway, she texted me. It was Friday? Yes, thank you, Sheffy. It was Friday. Because I'm getting my dates a bit mixed up. But it was Saturday. Mighty God, what day was it? Because I know I left on a Sunday to come over here. I think that was a Sunday, right? So what was it? A Friday or Saturday? It no matter. It was a Friday night. All right, she texted me and she said she wanted me to leave because she got a noise complaint and she wants me to be out the next day, 11 o'clock. But, I was like, whatever, like, don't go with the flow. Like, we're going to cut anyways. So I said, all right, cool. She sent me the refund for that extra night. Fine. So, Airbnb, when you leave a review about your place, they can leave one about you too. Like, that's how it works. So they cannot publicize their review unless you review them too. And I left a nice review. Like, the place was nice, the lady was nice. Her and I we had good communication. When she asked me to leave, I didn't put up no fight. I said, all right, cool. I left. I cleaned the place before I left. Everything was just nice and neat. Like, she didn't have to do nothing but change the sheets and, like, clear out some of the drinks out of the fridge or whatever, right? So I leave a nice review about her. I didn't say she told me to leave, nothing like that. Why the fuck do I go on Airbnb and this lady left the most nasty review of all times? When I tell you, she left the most nasty review of all times. Posted my social media. This is her. They go and they use Airbnbs as trap houses, and they show explicit behavior online and noise complaints, and everybody watch out for this person. This is her social media in the Airbnb review. So you can say there was a noise complaint. If anybody came and knocked on my door and said noise complaint, like, I'm somebody, like, even now, if somebody would come and be like, yo, listen, it's 2 a.m, like, the music, I would turn that shit down immediately. I don't give a fuck. If you come to me one time and tell me noise complaint, you're not gonna come to me again. You cannot delete reviews off your Airbnb, so I'm gonna have to make a new account. Nobody came to me and told me nothing about no noise complaint. I thought the place was cool, just like here, but I guess I'm gonna find out after I leave, right? So I'm like, okay, for a noise complaint. She was like, okay, and you had 2 uninvited guests over. I said, okay, but they didn't stay. They just came to check on me and they left. So nobody was staying in there that wasn't supposed to stay in there. And I never saw anything like, oh, you cannot have people over. Like, nobody can come in the house. I feel like you gotta be very specific about that, because saying that you don't want anybody to stay and saying that you don't want anybody to come, like, they're just different things. But maybe I'm being petty. And I never saw anywhere that I cannot be on social media inside your house, as long as the house is being treated with respect. Don't see me smashing plates in your house and you're like, oh, like, I can be on social media. I can go live in your house. Yes, I can. And somebody can come and drop off something for me and stay with me for an hour and leave. If you don't want that, you have to put that down in your description. So, lady, I'm going to come for you. I'm going to drag you right now because I feel like it's unfair. You're too bright. No, but if you're not supposed to have a party because they will say, I can't leave a bad review. I cannot change my review and I cannot delete hers. What people say, that's just what stays. When I tell you she left a paragraph, even like putting some, when you cuss and then you put like the stars because you don't want to write out the lady dragged the shit out of me. And I'm like, was this a hater all along? Some days say no parties. Okay, fine. Because most of them say you cannot have a party at the place. I'm not planning on having no damn party, so I don't care about that. You can't smoke inside the house. Fine, I come outside, I smoke. I don't smoke inside the house. I don't break the rules. You cannot tell me I can smoke outside. I make sure that I put all my shit in one place and I throw it out. She was pretending. She was being so nice to me. I can show you the text. She was like, hey, Ashley, I'm going to have to unfortunately ask you to leave. I said, oh, really? Okay, I understand. Well, that's fine, I'll leave. And I left in time, not even a minute later. Did everything. Hey, where do I leave the key? All right, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you so much for letting me stay. Like, we had normal communication. Just for her to come and drag me on the freaking, in the review. So I read the review now. I tried to book an Airbnb. I'm getting declined by somebody. They're making up some excuse about the house is not clean yet, yada, yada, yada. So, of course, I'm going to be thinking now that every single thing, every person that declines is declining because of my bad review. And besides from that, it's not even my first bad review, but none of them are my fault, Because the one time, y'all know the whole story about Rose in that Airbnb, that person left a fuck up review too. So I already have that on there. So she's telling me like, yeah. So I confront her. I'm like, hey, I don't understand why you left such a nasty review, like defaming my character, because our communication was always respectful. You had a noise complaints and you had like, you didn't want uninvited guests there. That's fine. Like we could have talked about that. But to actually put out my social media, talk about I'm being explicit on the internet. Like, what am I showing? Coochie? What do you mean explicit? She was acting like we were filming some corn in her house. She needs to relax. No, I had an email coming in, so I had to read it real quick. So I'm texting her because I could still text her. Our chat was still open, and I'm like, listen, I don't want to be rude because I don't want nobody to come and expose me about Ashley. Come cuss me in the comments. This and this. I don't cuss anymore. I'm gonna give you a humble fucking drag, bitch. You know what I mean? So I come to her respectfully and I'm like, I don't like that you defame my character. Like you put my social media out there. I'm literally using Airbnb with my government name just so that I don't have to be bothered with people finding out like that I am on social media and all my fucking mess. So I can just use it like a normal person. I've always been respectful. You know what I mean? The other bad review I have, it was my fault. Everything before that, such a nice guest, very respectful, this and that, everything good. So I felt betrayed because why the hell would you put somebody's social media in the comment? And why the hell would you be fake to me? And then she sent me a whole message back. She replied in a whole paragraph. I was like, what should I do with this now? But I left it. But now it came to my mind and I had to speak on it, right? She sent me a thing where she was like, oh, I never meant to be disrespectful. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did mean to be disrespectful because your review is horrible. I never meant to be disrespectful. Like to me, my number one rule was to have no noise complaints, and that was my first rule. And I know some hosts find it really important, so I just felt the need as a host to protect. And she was like, in the review, she was like, "You have been warned. Watch out for this girl." I said, wait a damn minute now. Hey, I'm so tired of people making up shit about me. What do you mean you've been warned? What'd I do to you? She said in capital, you have been warned. What made it to you? Did you go in the house and see anything that wasn't supposed to be there? No, she was a black woman. It was a black woman because somebody's saying like racism. I was like, so she was like, I felt the duty as a host to speak up and warn other hosts about this kind of stuff. And I know some people in the community find it very important. And like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be this. Like, she was apologizing. Like, bitch, you already put it there. You can't take it back. No, I'm not going to put it out there because that's exactly what she expects me to do. You know what I mean? That's the reason why she tried to stay friendly in her private conversation with me. That was the whole reason. So I'm gonna not do that. At the end of the day, like, I didn't have a bad experience staying in her place. So there's no reason for me to... No, because let me tell you how it works, right? The host can put a review about you, but it cannot be publicized before you put a review out about them. So when I reviewed her place as a nice place, nice host, 5-star, whatever, right? That's when I saw her review of me, and that bitch dragged the shit out of me. And I didn't do nothing. When there's a noise complaint, you're supposed to come to me first. We can just leave a bad review. I don't know how that goes, if you can just leave a bad review. But you shouldn't, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Like, I honestly feel that she thought she was doing a righteous thing. Like, I'm saving other hosts from this Ashley person. You have been warned. They're using Airbnbs as trap houses. That's what the lady said. Miss Wombleclad. What kind of trap house? What kind of trap house? You saw me with one person over there. There were 2 people over there, but you saw one person and they left after. So what are you talking about? So I have 2 extremely bad reviews on my Airbnb right now, and it's getting harder and harder to find a place because people can look over one, but the extent of her review was just so bad that I think I'm gonna have to make a whole new account. I'm gonna have to make a whole new account and start over. Yeah, exactly. Miss Attitude. But I was the client before I got this one, and I was almost getting discouraged. Like, it's just done. I have to start over. Put yourself in this shoe. And I am, because in my head, I'm like, okay, imagine you scroll on social media because you probably use TikTok like everybody else, and you come pop up on something like FIP and you're like, wait a minute, this is my fucking house. Like, of course you're gonna be watching. Like, I hope they don't, the couch, and oh my God, my painting. Like, of course. Of course. Of course you're gonna feel like I have to be, I wanna watch what she's gonna do all night because my stuff is in there. But I never disrespect people's shit. I don't do that. When I destroy something, it's my own shit. I don't go around and destroying other people's property or being disrespectful to their home. Never. Never done that before. Nobody can come and say that about me. Good morning. So, yeah, you can watch and you can feel away, and you may have noise complaints and you can contact me about it. But she never contacted me about a noise complaint. I just decided to leave because I was like, you know what? It's just time to get the hell out of Kingston, honestly. You don't say that, you?